Hey everyone, Fox from Fox and Kit Woodworks and Fox Den Videos bringing you a midweek tips and tricks of the week. And tonight we're going to talk about studs. It didn't beep. I'm still not one. But anyways, studs are pieces of wood that go through the walls of your house vertically that help support the main structure of the house. They're typically placed every 16 inches on center. But the hard part is finding the first one or the one that you need. Now, you can do the old-fashioned method of tap, 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 tap. Where it sounds hollow, there's not a stud, and where it's solid, there's the stud. But that's not always that accurate, and you end up with a lot of holes in your wall. So here are some of the tips and tricks that you can use to help find that stud easier. First off, invest in a high-quality stud finder. This is a Franklin Sensors stud finder, and the reason why I like it is it actually has red lights that show you the width of the stud, or in case there's multiple studs next to each other, to make a better brace. And it's very useful and accurate to finding them. However, sometimes when you get to the edges, you still might be a little off, and that's where my next two tips come in handy. My father-in-law Tim actually taught me these. One is use a very strong magnet. Your sheetrock is screwed into those studs with screws that the magnet will attach to. As you go along the wall, it'll attach to that screw, and you know there's a stud there. Second, if you need to find the edges of that stud, pick yourself up a little small skinny nail and go ahead and hit where you think center is and then move to the left and then to the right. If there's a stud behind it, it'll stop when it hits that wood and it'll be really hard to set through. If there isn't, it'll just go all the way to the wall. Finally, if you're trying to hang something where there is no stud available, please, please, please find the anchor that will match the weight of your object or multiple anchors to hold and support it. These anchors come in different styles. Some of them you have to pre-drill a hole slightly smaller than the end and then hammer it in and set your screw through, and these wings will then pop out, supporting the weight along your drywall. Or you can pick up these ones that actually have a self-tapping head and a Phillips back that you can set into the wall. Always look at the manufacturer's recommendations on how much weight each one can support, so that way you know how many to use or the right type. Anyways, that's this midweek tips and tricks of the week. I hope you all stay safe and have a great day.